we're going to go ahead and show you how to do this with easy install. So we're going to scroll all the way down to easy install. We're going to go ahead and go on to option 3, click on here, and then it should download Magia Record installer here. And then if you go to APK Pure, you go to versions, you go to version 2.1.5, click on that. Then you download the bottom one, version 7a. So go ahead and install that. Then you're going to go ahead and open up Memu. This is the emulator you're going to be using. You're going to click on new. You're going to install 5.1 Android. So go ahead and install that. Let it launch. Let it do whatever it needs to do. Give it a second. And just simply launch the emulator. What you're going to do here is you're going to go ahead and click on install. Go navigate to your desktop or wherever you downloaded the folder. Give me a second. And I am here. So click on Magia Record installer. Click on that. Let it install. All right. We'll go ahead and open it. Before we install anything, click on shared folders. Go ahead and click on the download folder. Click on Windows. It doesn't have to be the download folder specifically, but it is the fastest. So you could just drag and drop this folder in here. So this is the APK for Magia Record. Download that in there. Close that. And then close this. You don't need that anymore. You can close this too as well. You don't need that anymore. Click on APK. Let it go ahead and do its thing. Go to downloads. File manager. And there we go. You should see Magia Record. Yes, let it do what it needs to do. Let it install. Then click done. And it should work just fine. So just close everything else and launch Magia Record. There you go. You can now play Magia Record JP with easy install. So you need Memu for this. Now I'm going to show you how I use it with a VPN. Alright, so with a VPN, you're going to go ahead and click your VPN server, which is going to be Japan. So you go ahead and click on Japan, and then you go ahead and turn on your VPN. You're going to go ahead and enable that. And then once it's enabled, you go ahead and make a new client. So make a new LD player. Launch that. I mean, I'm using LD player. You can use whatever emulator you want. You can use BlueStacks, you can use Memu, you can use Nox. The easy install part is a lot easier than this. Definitely recommend that more than anything else. So before you sign in, you may want to check on settings. Go to your other settings, click on the language, and you might want to actually scroll down to the Japanese language, which is right under Dutch and Indonesia. So just go ahead and restart that. Let it restart. This could be different for the emulator you're using. I like using LD player, so you can use it. You can use it with LD player. It's very simple. So now that you do that, now you can go ahead and launch the Play Store and go ahead and log in with your account. Once you log in with your account, you just simply search up Magia Record. So click on Magia Record, click on Aniplex, click install, and we're going to go ahead and install it, but we're going to show you how I do it. So first things first, I'm going to uninstall it. I'm going to install it. And this is different for everybody. So depending how you've created your account, if you currently have the VPN still on, it's going to connect you directly to a Japanese account. Now, this is where it gets tricky. In my case, when I launched this game the first time, I launched it while I was on my iPad, and I was in United States. So what it did is it gave me the country code USA. So the only way for me to play on my account is to launch the game while the VPN is off, or the VPN is in USA. So remember this: if you are on a VPN and you launch it just fine while you're still in Japan, everything is going to work fine. Just keep it set to Japan, launch it, it'll work fine. But right now, for me, I have to do this extra step because my account, it was in the country code USA. So I'm going to have to turn off my VPN. So let me turn off my VPN. And now my VPN should be turned off. So my VPN is turned off. Now I can click on this and it should prompt me to download the game. Yeah, you might see a blank screen. It might take a little while to load. It really depends. But there it is. Um, it should be working fine. So I'm just gonna enter my ID and see what lets me play. So I should be able to transfer my account just fine. And there we go. Successful. That means it is successful. So I did download it, right? So I got the USA version, and now I can just install it and play it, and it's gonna work fine. So I prefer using the VPN method. For me, it's a lot simpler. But for those of you who can't afford a VPN or don't want to try to use a VPN, you can always go with the easy install method. Either one works just fine. You will have to use Memu to use the easy install method. With the VPN method, you can use any emulator you want. Also, with the VPN method, this works with your phone as well. However, you will have to clear the cache data on your phone for the Google Play Store before you launch, or well, as you launch the VPN, you're going to clear your cache data and you're going to re-log into Google with your account. This will set you in Japan when you log in for the first time. So that's the one problem with starting doing it on your phone, that you do have to clear your cache data. As long as you have your account, you should be fine. There shouldn't be a problem, but don't worry about that. So I will see you guys later. Y'all have a good one. And if you need some more help, there's always the main Magia Record Discord. A lot of people on there are good. You can always ask my Discord. I'll leave links to both Discords. I'll leave a link to the installation page and a link to APK Pure and all that. So I will see you guys later. You all have a good one.